Welcome to Alpha Centurion. This is Ramon. Cheers. So, these are questions for Allen Parr and Mike Winger. I know I've asked them questions before, but this is for both of them. They recently came out with let's call it an attack video against Catholics. Trent Horn did a response, but I didn't like anything really Trent Horn said. I am currently, right now, reading through the Church Fathers yet again. This time I'm reading through Bart Ehrman's translations. And I'm also not just using his translation, but I'm also going through his Great Courses Plus, or Great Courses lectures from his college lectures. So I'm enjoying that. And while doing that, it brought me to some questions that I have for Mike and for Alan. So this is mostly directed to Mike, but if Alan listens to this, either one of you would be great to answer. And any Protestant or whatever non-Catholic that wants to answer these, feel free. Question number one. It seems, Mike, that your biggest objection to Catholicism is the wording of Trent, or the wording of some specific council from our synod from over 1,000 years ago or 500 years ago. So, and here we're going to talk about complete fantasyland, okay? If Catholics threw out Trent, just threw it out, let's say maybe if Trent never happened, or if in real life it was shown to be non-binding, but Catholicism as it exists today and as it is practiced by devout and simple and faithful Catholics still existed, would you become Catholic today, right now, in this moment? Okay? We're not talking about the Pope here. We're not talking about any of that kind of stuff. Your objection that you bring up in every video, Mike, is Trent. And then sometimes one or two minor councils, but really Trent seems to be the big one. So we just threw out Trent. Would you right now, today, become a Catholic? And if not, if your objection there, even if we answered it or got rid of it, if that wouldn't convince you of the truth of Catholicism, then why do you keep bringing it up? Because if you just keep bringing it up like that, and it's not your real objection, you're just being a little dishonest, and you're using it as a way to pontificate and to show that, oh, here's a complaint, here's a whine. But a whine is not really the truth, is it? It's just something you don't like. That's not actually an objection to the faith. It's just something you yourself don't enjoy. Okay, what is your real complaint? That's my question for question number two. If Trent is not your real complaint, what is your real complaint against Catholicism? No BS, just straightforward. Okay, question number three. Another thing you seem to take the biggest offense of is to the word anathema. So my question here is there no theological belief that you would reject or condemn in your church, that you would reject or condemn in your church? Are all theological systems that claim to be Christian allowed in your parish? What about non-Christian theology? Can one of your congregations submit to papal authority openly? Would you let a Hindu or even a Wiccan practice openly in the midst of your congregation? Okay. And then question number four. Do the wrong assumptions of members of your congregation negate or nullify your faith or system of belief? For example, if a member of your specific church, someone who's on your rolls, uses once saved, only saved as an excuse to kill someone, does that mean that mantra is false? Or If they use sola scriptura to claim that they must sacrifice to Aziel, does that show that sola scriptura is utterly corrupted and therefore false? Those are my 4 questions for you, Mike. So just brief summary, putting it all together. If we got rid of Trent, would you suddenly become Catholic? If we got rid of whatever council or whatever ancient document that's over 500 years old, if we overturned it or showed it to be non-binding, would you suddenly become Catholic, assuming that Catholicism as it is practiced today stays the same? Question number 2, if getting rid of your objections, if answering your objections in a satisfying way would not turn you Catholic, then what is your real objection to Catholicism? Question number 3, if you take such offense to the word anathema, do you yourself have any beliefs or any theological ideas that you would reject from your church and you would have them leave your congregation if they openly profess those beliefs within your own congregation that you are a preacher or a pastor to? And then number 4, do the wrong or incorrect assumptions of the members of your congregation, do those nullify your beliefs just because they misunderstand what you're teaching? All right, that's it. Those are my questions for you, Mike and Allen. Both of you, please answer these questions, and any other Protestant, feel free.